Stacy. Welcome to Stacy's Homestead, and today we're going to be cooking pork. Now I have a pork butt, and I'm going to be slow cooking it in my crock pot, and it's going to turn into like a pulled pork. So you can use any cuts of meat that you choose or what you have on hand. I like the pork in the blanket, I think it's called, pig in the blanket. Anyways, I like to have a good amount of fat on it because it gives a good flavoring. So you can use pork steaks, pork shoulder, but I like the pork butt too. So pork butt's my favorite. And so what we're gonna do with this, just slow cook it in the crock pot, and it's going to be used for hoagie rolls later, like a pork sandwich, pulled pork sandwich. And with the leftover meat, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to just eat sandwiches all week because it just is gonna make a whole lot. So I'll end up probably making enchiladas out of it or tacos with the rest. So this is your basic recipe that you can even use it for tamales. It's really good stuff. So I'll bring it in and we'll get going. Alrighty, so I got my crock pot out, and we're just gonna open this up. And I got this at Sam's Club. It's not too bad, $1.74 a pound, so it's $18 for this. I'm trying to be careful. That's why I open it up in the crock pot, because that way I don't touch any surfaces. It limits your chances of food poisoning. So I just like to do that. And flip it over and pull this out. Put the fat side up when you're cooking it, but we're gonna season it first. Throw this away and wash your hands real well. All right, and so the seasonings for this are super simple, okay? I like to use this steak, Montreal steak. It's awesome. Even though it's for steaks, it's really good on pulled pork. So, and I just liberally like cover all of it. We're gonna do this side. Gives it a good, just liberally coat it all, right? It's really, really good. And then I have a tiny bit of brown sugar. I have another package, but you don't need much. So just a bit of brown sugar, like a third cup of brown sugar goes a long way. So we're gonna put about a third cup of brown sugar in with it. So let's turn this over and do the fat side. And this is the side that's gonna stay up. So let's put the rest of our brown sugar on top. And it'll run off into the juice. Okay, add a little bit. I gotta wash my hand again real fast before I touch the stuff. All right, so let's add more of the steak seasoning on here. That's good stuff. All right, there's that. And then you're gonna add about a cup of apple cider vinegar, okay? The apple cider vinegar is good to add to all things with bones or fats. It helps extract it and break down the tissues and tenderize the meats, so that's good. Let's do about a cup of apple cider in there. It gives a good flavor as well. Okay, you can also, if you want to do it, you can add barbecue sauces to it. It's all your own style. So let's get a cup of water also. All right, so we're gonna put about a cup of water in here. And then that's all you have to do, okay? Put the lid, that's not all you have to do. So, we're gonna chop up our onion. We're just gonna chop up onion real fast, like, I have an older onion I'm trying to get rid of here. Just in wedges, okay? Just pop those wedges in here. Put it wherever it'll fit. Let's see, can you even see me doing anything? Let's go right here. There we go. Let's just go. Let's move this way. All right, so we're gonna chop up our onions and put it in wedges and add it wherever we can to this deliciousness. And they're gonna cook down. We're gonna do 2 onions, okay? Just 2 whole onions. Try to put it under. I put it under this because I have space under it. There we go. There we go. All right. And then for our bell peppers, you want to add some bell peppers to it. So all I do, here, where's the one? Okay, so I did most of these. All I do is cut this part out. That's it. I don't like to, some people will, see, it's just the seed pops right out. Some people will leave that part on and just slice the ribs around it, but I find that not necessary because you could just pull it out. See, I just pull it out. Get that. There you go. See, boom. There you go. All right, and then we're just going to just cut them in a bit of slices here. Does it have to be thin slices? It could just be in wedges. It's going to cook down and dissolve. So we're going to just plop these all over. Cut it in half. Just put them in anywhere, which old way you want. And we're going to turn our crock pot on to high. And we're going to cook it on high for about 3 hours. And then I'm going to cook it on low for another probably 6 hours until it gets nice and tender and just pulls apart so nicely. It's just slow cooking, and you don't have to do it on high. I'm just trying to make it faster. So because it's already afternoon and I want to probably eat it maybe later tonight. But if I were starting in the morning, I would just do it on low, like all day long on low. Or overnight. You can do it overnight on low too. You know, as long as it won't dry out, just put your lid on and you have enough fluid in there, so it's going to be all good. All good in the hood. Okay. Pile these on. There's about 4 bell peppers. I like bell peppers. You don't have to do that many, and you don't even have to do the onions. Do whatever you want. You can, but this just gives great flavor. And that's all, folks. And you're gonna, I'm just gonna like put that lid on, and it's gonna cook down and be, and the lid will fit just right after a while. So, because I want it to hurry up and cook, I'm cooking on high for 3 hours and then low for about 6. But I like to cook it on really, really low for at least 12 hours normally if I just wanted to take my time. Okay. And that's all there is to that, and I'll come back to you when it's all done, and then we'll make our hoagie rolls. We're going to make them out of, we went to Sam's Club. They have some nice wheat rolls there. And then just some Monterey Jack cheese. And we can get, you know, some homemade barbecue sauce if you want. Or just put it straight from the pot on there. And that's how you do it. Alrighty, so actually it's the next day. I ended up slow cooking it all night for about 12 hours. And it looks beautiful. Some of our hoagie rolls here. Looks beautiful. So now we're gonna take a knife and fork and shred this up some. So we're gonna just cut it up and shred it up as best we can. I think there's a bone in here. Yep, I have a bone in here. Nice bone. Save that for bone broth. Oh yeah, it's just crumbling. It's just shredding up. Look at that. Look at that. And I like the fat pieces, so I keep that in there. They're good. Those fatty pieces are delicious. You can take it off if you want, but Animal fat is really good for you. You know, health-wise. Your body needs certain types of fat, and animal fat is one of them. And your body processes it different than, you know, your other fats. So just because you eat fat doesn't mean you're going to get fat. It's quite the opposite. If you don't take fat in, you end up storing fats. So, and then your body like processes it different than your factory processed fats. It uses it for your brain and your muscles. Everything in moderation, you know. So, look at that. That's just delicious. And then you can taste it and see if you need to add any more flavorings. So we got those bell peppers mixed in, the onions all mixed in. Let's see. The only thing I would anticipate adding is salt. So let's taste it. Let's taste it, shall we? Yep, just need a little bit of salt. That's good stuff. Not a whole lot of salt. Good. Alright, we're gonna crack it because I want some evaporation. We need a little bit of evaporation here. So we're gonna crack it like that. Cook it on low for another 2 hours just for some evaporation, and then we'll be ready to build our sandwich. Okie dokie, y'all. So it's been a couple hours and it's cooked down beautifully. And so we're gonna just set this to keep warm. There we go, keep warm. And we're gonna prepare our sandwiches now. So we're gonna take a couple of good rolls here. Any kind of sandwich bread you want. Sourdough is also good. These are hoagie rolls from Sam's Club. So, I can't read. Whole wheat hoagies. That's what they're called. So, and aside, I'm going to cut these open. And we're going to toast them. So, I'm going to put them in my toaster oven. Get that warmed up, and we're gonna cut these open and toast them with cheese slices. So get that nice and cut open here, and just slightly toast them with some cheese on it, any cheese of your choice. I'm gonna go ahead and just put them in here and get the cheese cut up. Any cheese of your choice. I'm going to go get that. We're going to use Monterey Jack though, because that's what I have. Alright, I have a cheese slicer and I just don't know where it's at. I always end up losing that. I don't know why I lose that all the time. You know, I do know why. My husband gets it and he puts it places. That's why. I can't find it. He just sits in places sometimes. And we'll just slice a few pieces. I'll do about 3 for each one. 3 small slices for each one. I like a lot of cheese. Oops. That's not very good. There we go. One more. Alright. You know, pepper jack cheese would probably be the best on this. If I had pepper jack cheese, I totally would do it. But I don't. I'm not going to the store. So we'll line our hoagies with this. Actually, I might have had too much cheese. Oh well. We'll go this way. This way. There. No, I don't have too much cheese. There we go. Perfecto. And put this back in and toast that up. Ooh, I almost got my hand. Toast that up. And then I'll get back. Alright, so we got it all nice and toasty in here. We're done. Take it out. Ooh. Of course, I don't use oven mitts. Okay, so we have our candied jalapenos. We're going to be putting on here. Super delicious. I also have fermented onion and garlic you can put on there. You can put on barbecue sauces, whatever you want. But I think it just tastes delicious on its own. So here we got a plate. I'm going to plate this up. So, look at that, so good. So delicious. Mmm. Look at that, nummies. Alright. A little bit of bell pepper on there. That's so delicious. Let's open up the candied jalapenos. We just canned these. Smells so good. Of course, I got a hole in my lip, so I'm always getting stuff on my shirt. Oh, drives me nuts. Okay. Let's get a little spoon and spoon this out. Alright. Spoon some of this. Oh, look at that. It's so good. Look at these candied jalapenos. And I like to leave a lot of the juice in because I like to dip things with it. So I'm going to put the juice on the side to dip in. A couple of those. That's so good. Let's fold it up. And look at that. So delicious. It's so good. Let me taste it. I have to taste it. The candied jalapenos. So good. Alright, y'all. That's how you make a pulled pork sandwich here. And I'm going to also be making probably with the leftovers, if I have leftovers. It's so good. Some enchiladas maybe. Possibly. With what's left. So, okie dokie. Well, don't forget to subscribe and we'll just talk to you later. Bye bye.